Welcome, devoted fans, to another electrifying edition of TV Day's Drama Digest. Today, we plunge headfirst into the heart-pounding saga that has gripped the residents of Salem and viewers alike, the mystery of who shot E.J. DiMera in Days of Our Lives. The twists are tighter, the stakes are higher, and the drama is thicker than ever. At the center of this whirlwind is young Rachel Black, whose cryptic actions and veiled truths have left us questioning everything. If Rachel isn't the shooter, and she's covering for someone, then who pulled the trigger? Buckle up as we unravel the tangled web of secrets, lies, and shocking revelations that promise to keep us on the edge of our seats. The night that changed everything, the night E.J. DiMera was shot, was no ordinary evening in Salem. The DiMera mansion, a place where opulence masks a history of betrayal, was buzzing with tension. The air was thick with unspoken grudges, hidden motives, and the kind of raw emotion that could ignite at any moment. E.J., the charismatic yet polarizing patriarch, had made his share of enemies, some within his own family, others lurking in the shadows of his complicated past. But no one could have predicted that a single gunshot would send shockwaves through the town, leaving a trail of suspicion and heartbreak. Rachel Black, the young daughter of Kristen DiMera, has emerged as a pivotal figure in this unfolding drama. Her wide-eyed innocence, juxtaposed with the weight of the secrets she carries, makes her a character both pitiable and perplexing. In a recent episode, Rachel confronted her mother, Kristen, with a question that cut through the silence like a knife. "Are you one of them, Mom?" The words, heavy with accusation and fear, hung in the air, demanding an answer. Kristen, ever the master of composure, deflected with a tender reminder. She had watched her daughter sleep that fateful night, her maternal presence a supposed alibi. But Rachel's memory stirred, recalling how she slipped out of bed and crept downstairs, her small feet silent on the grand staircase. Kristen's voice softened, her eyes locking with her daughter's as she promised, "I didn't do it." But in Salem, promises are as fragile as glass, and Rachel's hesitation spoke volumes. A child caught in the crossfire. Rachel's role in this mystery is as heartbreaking as it is intriguing. At such a tender age, she's already been swept up in the DiMera family's legacy of deception. Her decision to lie, to shield someone from the consequences of a heinous act, paints her as both a victim and a player in this high-stakes game. But who is she protecting? The obvious answer points to her mother, Kristen, a woman whose history is a tapestry of manipulation, passion, and unrelenting ambition. Could Rachel have witnessed her mother in a moment of rage, gun in hand, standing over E.J.'s crumpled form? The image is chilling, a child, frozen in the shadows, watching as her world fractures under the weight of violence. Yet, Kristen's denial was firm, her tone laced with the kind of conviction that makes you question everything. If Kristen isn't the shooter, then who is? The plot thickened during a recent hypnosis session with Dr. Marlena Evans, Salem's resident beacon of wisdom and psychoanalysis. Under her expert guidance, E.J.'s fragmented memories began to take shape, revealing a critical clue: the shooter was a woman. As Marlena snapped him out of his trance, E.J.'s eyes lit up with a mix of relief and determination. "It was a woman," he declared, his voice trembling with the weight of the revelation. This bombshell eliminated his son, Johnny, from the suspect list, narrowing the focus to the 4 women who were in the DiMera mansion that night: Ava Vitale, Gabby Hernandez, Chanel Dupree, and Kristen DiMera. The suspects, a quartet of motives. Let's dive into the lives of these 4 women, each with their own reasons to harbor resentment toward E.J. DiMera. The DiMera mansion, with its Gothic arches and whispered secrets, was a pressure cooker that night, and any one of these women could have snapped. Ava Vitale, the femme fatale with a vendetta. Ava Vitale is no stranger to the darker side of Salem. Her history with the DiMera family is a labyrinth of love, betrayal, and revenge. Once entangled with E.J.'s brother, Stefan, Ava's life has been a roller coaster of heartbreak and calculated moves. EJ's recent business dealings, which threatened to dismantle her precarious empire, could have pushed her to the edge. Did Ava, with her sharp wit and sharper instincts, decide to take matters into her own hands? Her presence in the mansion that night raises questions, and her cool demeanor in the aftermath only fuels suspicion. Could Ava have been the one EJ begged to put the gun down, her eyes blazing with a mix of fury and resolve? Gabby Hernandez. A woman scorned. Gabby Hernandez is a force of nature, her fiery spirit matched only by her unrelenting drive. Her relationship with EJ has been a battlefield, marked by power struggles and personal betrayals. EJ's actions, whether in business or in matters of the heart, have left Gabby with scars that run deep. The night of the shooting, Gabby was in the mansion, her temper simmering just below the surface. Could a confrontation with EJ have escalated beyond words, culminating in a moment of impulsive violence? Gabby's history of acting on passion makes her a compelling suspect, and Rachel's proximity to her that night adds another layer of intrigue. Did Rachel see Gabby, gun in hand, her face a mask of rage and regret? Chanel Dupree. The unexpected wild card. Chanel Dupree, the youngest of the suspects, might seem like an unlikely candidate, but Salem has taught us never to underestimate anyone. Chanel's connection to EJ is less direct, tied to her relationships within the DiMera orbit. Yet, her presence in the mansion that night cannot be ignored. Could Chanel, caught in a web of family drama and personal ambition, have found herself in a situation she couldn't escape? Perhaps EJ's actions threaten someone she loves, pushing her to a breaking point. The idea of Chanel as the shooter is a wild card, but her youth and vulnerability make her a potential pawn in someone else's game. Did Rachel witness Chanel in a moment of desperation, or is there more to this young woman's story than meets the eye? Kristen DiMera, the mother with a past, and then there's Kristen DiMera, the woman at the heart of Rachel's world. Kristen's history with EJ is a saga unto itself, filled with love, betrayal, and a thirst for power that knows no bounds. Her denial to Rachel was emphatic, but Kristen is a master of deception, her every word a carefully crafted performance. If Rachel is covering for her mother, the implications are devastating. Imagine the scene, Kristen, consumed by rage, confronting EJ in the dimly lit study. The glint of the gun in her hand, the sharp crack of the shot, and Rachel, hidden in the shadows, witnessing the unthinkable. Kristen's promise to her daughter, "I didn't do it," feels like a desperate plea, but in Salem, the truth is rarely what it seems. The hypnosis revelation. A game-changer. The hypnosis session with Marlena was a turning point, a moment that shifted the entire investigation. EJ's memory, though fragmented, painted a vivid picture, a woman, her silhouette framed against the flickering light of the mansion, holding a gun. "Put the gun down," he pleaded, his voice echoing in the recesses of his mind. The revelation that the shooter was female sent ripples through Salem, clearing Johnny's name but casting a shadow over the four women in question. Marlena, with her calm professionalism, guided EJ through the fog of his trauma, but even she couldn't hide the gravity of the moment. The truth was closer, yet more elusive than ever. This clue also raises questions about Rachel's role. If she saw the shooter, why lie? The answer lies in the heart of a child who loves fiercely and fears deeply. Rachel's loyalty to her mother, or perhaps to someone else, has trapped her in a moral quagmire. The idea that she's protecting Kristen is the most straightforward explanation, but Days of Our Lives thrives on misdirection. Could Rachel be shielding someone else entirely, someone we haven't yet considered? The possibility sends chills down the spine, as it suggests a conspiracy that runs deeper than anyone imagined. The emotional toll on Salem. The shooting has left Salem reeling, its residents grappling with fear, suspicion, and the weight of their own secrets. For Rachel, the burden is unbearable. A child should be playing, dreaming, and laughing, not hiding truths that could tear her family apart. Her interactions with Kristen are fraught with unspoken pain, each glance a silent plea for reassurance. Kristen, for all her flaws, is a mother who would move mountains for her daughter, but her past makes her an easy target for suspicion. EJ, meanwhile, is a man on a mission. The hypnosis session has given him a lifeline, a chance to reclaim control in a world that's spiraling into chaos. His determination to unmask the shooter is fueled by a mix of anger and vulnerability, a reminder that even the mighty Demeros are not invincible. The four women, Ava, Gabby, Chanel, and Kristen, navigate their own battles, each aware that the truth could destroy everything they've fought for. What lies ahead? As we await the next chapter in this gripping tale, the questions multiply. Who did Rachel see that night? Was it Kristen, her mother's face twisted with rage, or another woman whose motives remain shrouded in mystery? The DiMera mansion, with its secrets etched into every corner, holds the key to the truth. Will EJ's memory sharpen, revealing the face of his attacker? Will Rachel's courage falter, exposing the person she's protecting? And what of the other players in Salem, those who lurk in the background, pulling strings we can't yet see? Days of Our Lives has always been a masterclass in drama, and this storyline is no exception. The mystery of who shot EJ DiMera is a puzzle that demands our attention, each piece a clue to a larger truth. As we speculate, theorize, and lose ourselves in the drama, one thing is certain: Salem will never be the same. So, dear readers, what are your thoughts? Is Kristen the shooter, her denial a desperate act to protect her daughter? Or is another woman, Ava, Gabby, or Chanel, hiding a truth that could unravel everything? Perhaps Rachel's lie is the key to a conspiracy that goes beyond the DiMera mansion, implicating players we haven't even considered. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.